Hello, welcome to my corner of the cloud. I hope to build a community of like-minded yappers. The world is burning. Let's sip tea together in the meantime. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about season 3 of The Summer I Turned Pretty. So much been going on. This show is so messy, so raggedy, but guess what? I'm going to be here every week. Every week, clocking in as I should. Anyway, we're just going to get into it. There's these thoughts are in no particular order. I'm just gonna be moving around. So first of all, let's talk about Paris. I almost fell. Let's talk about Paris. Girl, you not gonna go to Paris? Mind you, they were gonna be away from each other for like what? Nothing more than 6 months, I don't think. Nothing more than 6 months, like a cute calendar semester, right? What? Y'all been together for 4 years. Y'all have had your summer breaks. But you're telling me that y'all can't spend 6 months apart so she can have her dreams and further her career and all this other, like, this man does not care. And it's not even about like he does not care. He's just not mature. You know what I mean? Like, he wouldn't take 6 months for himself. Like, this man has no real goals and ambitions. He doesn't really have drive. So he can't do for you what he can't even do for himself. You know what I mean? So it's just, girl, it's just a hot mess. And this is why Laurel is so anti the marriage, right? This is why she was going so hard, because now y'all whispering sweet nothings into each other's face in the sunlight, talking about some, if I can't even be away from you for da 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 da, how am I supposed to? Na, 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 na. We're getting married, so I'm gonna throw all of this away. This is what Laurel was afraid of. When that scene happened, I was like, this was what Laura was afraid of. That you would just throw yourself fully into being his wife and just forget your own identity, forget your own hopes, dreams, aspiration, your own sense of self, and just be like, I want to be wherever he is. Like, girl, please, please. Second, Taylor, girl, I know, trust in a man. I know, trust in a man. It's dangerous, it's raggedy, but like, girl, I'm gonna need you to get it together. I'm gonna need you to get it together, because what do you mean? What do you mean you gave your mom all of your fiscal funds and you left that Met Gala internship thing behind? Babe, babe, what do you mean? What about your future? What about your future? She's literally raising her mom, bro. This is heartbreaking. Like, when I see the way she be moving with Steven, I'm like, you are like, all of y'all pissing me off. But you know what? Look at her mom. Her mom is so useless. I'm not shocked as to how we got here. I'm really not shocked. Conrad, let me tell you, first 2 seasons, I did not like Conrad. I don't like all that sad boy nonsense. I really don't. Edward, old boy from Life with the Walter Boys, what's his name? Cole, I do not like all that sad boy nonsense. Now, granted, his mom was dying from cancer. Right, right. But girl, it's still giving nonchalant, mysterious man. I can't. But he's sassy though. He be having his little sassy moments. I'm like, oh, period. Get into it, yo. Jeremiah, you let me down. I thought Jeremiah was golden retriever, like, you know what I mean? Sunlight, sun rays, sunshine. He's just a fool. He's just a fool. Never confused whimsy for immaturity. Okay, he's just a fool. Um, so yeah, he let me down. Also cheating twice. Cheating twice? Cause whether or not it's cheating, whatever. The fact that it happened twice though? Twice? Because the first time you could say it was a mistake, I didn't know what I was doing, I was sad. Da, 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 da. The second time, I'm sorry. The second time will always be a conscious decision. The second time you do something will always be a conscious decision. The difference between the first time and the second time you do something is the same amount of distance between the second time you do something and the 50th time. Okay? Once you've done something twice, that might as well be your identity. You double down. Second time is I double down. Anyway. So yeah, when she was like, tell me everything, and he was like, I'll tell you everything, and she said how many times it happened, he said twice, I had to pause it and roll around because I was like, girl. And then after all of that, for him to show up, your most vulnerable time, you're at the hospital thinking your brother about to die. He pull you outside. Y'all barely even overcome this woulda, coulda, shoulda cheating scandal. Even if you say it's not cheating, I'm not about to argue with you. Okay, sure, it's not cheating, sure, but like y'all have this like uh stupor in your relationship, and y'all haven't even overcome that hurdle. Y'all haven't even finished reading that page. Y'all want to turn all the way to the last chapter of the book, talking about some here proposal, proposal. Don't piss me off. Next thing on my list, a marriage sponsored by Sheen. I'm glad this is the next thing on my list because, girl, we gotta talk about that non-existent ring. This man wrapped tin foil in a nice, cute little thin, skinny Ozempic heroin chic cylinder, and then wrapped it around itself and called it a ring. Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. That was not. How much that ring cost? He said it cost 200. Girl, they sell rings that look like that for 200 and something dollars. America is scam. Capitalism is literally on our necks. Because what do you mean a $200 some ring look like that? Y'all are disgusting. Moving on. Taylor and Steven to the front of the class. To the front of the class. I'm not going to jump you. I just want to talk. Y'all are too young to be having an affair. Let's start and stop there. Y'all are too young. Steven in a relationship, Taylor in a relationship, and y'all cheating on both of your partners with each other, you're sick and you're sad. You are too young to be having an affair. Okay, it doesn't take much to end a relationship at your age, number one, and number two, in this generation. Okay, it does not take much. So why, with all this access, are y'all acting like it is so hard to end these little situationships y'all have on the side? Because at this point, y'all don't really care about the people that y'all with. Y'all can end these little whatever, and I'm not saying necessarily be with each other, but it's not nice and it's not fair that these people getting cheated on. Because if you woke up tomorrow and you find out that they was cheating on you, y'all wouldn't be happy. Y'all would be really sad. Y'all be pretty sad about that. They need to knock that off. And then when Steven did the common sense thing after Belly had to explain it to him in Morse code, not in Morse code, in detail, after hearing Belly tell him the obvious, he goes and breaks up with, old girl. And Taylor talking about some, I hope you didn't do that for me. I hope you didn't do that for me. Girl, you need to do it too. What are you talking about? You cheating on this man. Are you okay? Are you okay? And then she wanted to be mad at Jeremiah talking about, so you were supposed to be the best of us. Sorry, if Jeremiah is the best of us just need to pack it up. Whoever the rest of the us is needs to pack it up. Moving on. Also, Steven loves him and enemies to lovers. Okay? He loves him a Canthony. Damn. If not that, he loves an emotionally guarded woman. Because why is his second shebang, if the longing stares and the banta is anything to go by, oh girl, from the office, if he's gonna end up in any way, shape, or form involved with her, he loves her, an emotionally guarded woman. Because Taylor be out here dragging him, and she also in the office having this little back and forth with him. Okay, girl, if you like it, I love it. For some reason, he can't find a girl who just like him, and he like her back. I don't know. It's hard out here, I guess. Also, the fact that he almost died, crazy. Crazy. Because what do you mean a truck ran into you? Huh, ran into your side of the car, mind you. What do you mean you had a bruise on your brain? Wow. Wow. That's wild. And then the episode 5. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful episode. Seeing everything from Conrad's point of view, I'm not gonna lie, that was dreamy. I loved it. I lived. And for the longest time, I was not a big Connie. I didn't go up for him at all. But that was gorgeous, gorgeous. Directed by Jenny Han. Jenny, you ate. Normally, when people be stepping into their little director bag, I'm like, okay, girl, it's giving camera here, cut, edit. Not much to go off of. But the way, ooh, the music, the lights, the way they use lights. It was good. The flashbacks, girl, it was good. It was good. And then the peach scene, girl, I screamed. I screamed when he was having this out of body experience and he took his shirt and he wiped her face. I said, "Ooh, get behind me, Satan. Back up. Back up." I was like, "You getting too close, Conrad. What are you doing?" He said, "I'm going to sit in the car." I said, "Yeah, time out. Time out, go sit in the car." What are you talking about? Crazy. That was hot, though. But y'all ain't serious. Jeremiah with his two-tone glaze. Tell you, I had to go Google that. Two-tone glaze. She was on the phone, like, this, that, this, that. But I got good news, telling him all these problems and he's not even really deep. Right? He's not even really deep in like whatever. And then she goes, I got good news. And he's like, she's like, I got good news. We can get the cake from the place that you wanted us to get the cake from. And he's like, oh, the two-tier mirror glaze. I'm sorry. The way he said that, the way the actor delivered that line, I had to laugh. I had to laugh because you don't even got your priorities mixed up and twisted. You have them in the multiverse. Your priorities are in the multiverse. You can't be serious. The two-tier mirror glaze. Oh, moving on. Moving on. He want to put on credit a $750 cake while looking for an apartment. Isn't that part of your rent? Isn't that at least half of your rent? Girl. Mind you, these two-tier mirror glaze cakes are not that big, girl. They're not that big. Feed 30 people. Y'all gonna be getting a crumb per person. But I digress. They are very pretty looking cakes though. Y'all could do a vow renewal in 10 years when y'all got some real money and then do a two-tone. Child. The ghetto. But yeah, no, Jeremiah needs to grow up. Let that go. I'm so sorry. We can't have everything we want. Mind you, it's not that we can't have everything we want. You have a whole to-do list. You have a whole to-do list. You at the time he hadn't got his dad on his side, but he was working on that, right? Um, and then Belly planning this wedding all by herself. The mom's still not on board. A lot of stuff hasn't been figured out. Like y'all talking about you have a lot on your plate. I promise you, the two-tier mirror glaze, the two-tier mirror glaze. That can wait. Thank you. Um, but I guess everybody is getting a thing at this wedding, child. Everybody getting a thing. Laurel bestie, Laurel love is hard. Oh, Laurel, you a mom. You a mom. It's hard. It's hard, but I fear, Miss Girl, you just gonna have to be at the wedding. You just gonna have to be at the wedding. This is your daughter, girl. Unfortunately, unconditional love is kind of what you signed up for. Okay? Okay, I don't know if you're religious, but people be praying for them kids. When they show up, you really do have to love them unconditionally. You don't have to support. You don't have to support because no one would believe you if you turned around tomorrow and said, I'm fully in this with you. No, they wouldn't believe. They just hope that one day you'd come around. Okay? So I'm not a big, your presence is enough, but you at the wedding, it would really be giving your presence is more than enough at this point. And then also not Belly's dad being a competent parent, not him being a father, child. The way he ran up in that house like she left, you let her leave. Why am I finding this out from her and not from you? I said, oh, that is a father. That's a father, child. Imagine. Not me writing. They need to return that ring. I'm crying. Anyway, Jeremiah, now, I don't know what you got from the conversation you had with your dad, but he did not insist on y'all having the wedding at the club. He just said, I'm pretty sure Belly would prefer to have it at the club and not at the house because most people have their weddings at a venue, right? They don't really, like some people have it at houses, but for the most part, people have their weddings at a venue. And he's like, I'm sure she'd prefer at a venue, and we can have the secretary plan it, and I can pay for everything at the club. Like, everything's just centralized. It's easier that way. He thought he was helping out. This is where you speak up. You want to be a man, you want to be a husband. This is where you speak up and you say, I'll talk to Belly and we'll let you know, right? He did not insist. You're just a punk. Just a punk. Stand up. Speak up, Jeremiah. You about to graduate soon. You about to graduate soon. It's like somebody who about to get a diploma. Golly. Um, and then, all right, you ain't going back to work. They called you. They said you got a job offer. You booked a flight. Now I know you saw her cry. I saw you see her cry. And uh, okay, but what about your job in California? What about that plane ticket? You cancel it or something? Conrad, you got places to be. You talk about some. I'm gonna keep my distance. I'm gonna keep my distance. You can keep your distance in California. That ain't enough distance for you. What did Anthony? What did Anthony say? Is it far away enough? Do you think it is far away enough to free me from my torment? It got to be. It may not be, but it will be good enough for now. Okay? Beyonce said to hell. But until then, I suggest the Four Seasons. Also, Jeremiah, you are mad lucky to have your brother. Because he's the only reason your dad is not supporting this marriage. He don't want to lose you the way he lost your brother. Mind you, you know what? Let me not even do too much. Jeremiah, Jeremiah, you are a child, Jeremiah. Also, I need y'all to stop lying on the mom. Jeremiah and Conrad's mom. What's her name? I don't remember her name, but y'all need to stop lying on her. Because the amount of times they keep saying, this is what your mom would have wanted. This is what your mom would have wanted. Girl, she not here to defend herself. She not here to give her opinion and da-da-da. And, like, look, they probably know more than me, right? They probably know more than me, but it's like, no, stop invoking her name in vain. She would have wanted this, she would have wanted that. You really think that Miss Girl would have supported her raggedy husband's vision of y'all's wedding over your vision, Belly, and you the bride? Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. Leave her out of this. I'm sick. I'm sick. And then Taylor mom, she a mess. We already talked about that. And then also Jeremiah Conrad's dad, raggedy. That's a raggedy man for many reasons. Laurel paying for the dinner, and now you out here spending like you got flued out. Like you got flued out here on some lobster and pasta. Knock it off. Knock it off. Your son out here looking for a two-tier mirror glaze, and you over here looking for a fettuccine alfredo, a filet mignon. Girl, sit down. Sit down. If it ain't coming out your pocket, we don't want to hear it. Knock it off. Sit down. I feel like I'm missing something. But yeah, I'm excited for episode 6 on. I feel like there's something that I also wanted to touch on that I didn't get to. Oh, yes. A lot of people are very, very anti Belly. Talking about some what she's doing to Conrad. She's not to Conrad. Okay, she is full steam ahead on the Jeremiah train this season. They've been together for 4 years. 4 years. Okay. So I don't know why y'all dragging Bell. Like I know from the viewer's point of view, it hasn't really been that much time. Like they tell you it's 4 years, but if you don't see the 4 years, you're not really like. But girl, it's been 4 years. I promise you, she treat that man like any other man. She treat that man like any other man. So y'all need to calm down the way y'all dragging her over some man. We need to calm down. We need to calm down. Y'all swear up and down y'all girls grow and then y'all be doing too much. Like it's not her fault that the man likes her. It's really not. It's not. They're all willing participants in their mutually assured destruction. This does not mean that I'm necessarily pro Belly or I support her. Like I said, Laurel don't gotta support her. She needs to be at that wedding. I'm not saying I support her. I just feel like it's weird the way we're approaching this because they also know how messy this is. They're also fighting for their family friend who's their brother's ex, and the people around them don't seem to see it as all that weird because they've been keeping their mouth shut. So look, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying all this dragging Belly and like Belly's the villain and girl, please, both of those men are equally as raggedy. Okay? They are all raggedy. That triangle is a mutually assured destruction. Okay? But yeah. This is not pro Belly. It's just something about this feels misogynistic to me. So I just if we gonna drag one, let's drag all of them at the same time. Let's drag all of them at the same time. Okay.